Hello, this is General Waffles of the Breakfast Brigade, and this is an Uther quick match game. Buckle up for this one, it's going to be a long one. And that means, yes, it was painful. There were tears, there were laughs, really everything that you could hope for or fear. And then it haunts you as you sleep. But any Heroes of the Storm match lasting over 40 minutes, you know something went wrong somewhere. And today we're going to find out where. Now, I am no authority on Uther by any means. In fact, I would say that I'm not very good or familiar with most of the supports in this game. I don't care for the supports of this game. Why? I don't know. League of Legends? I came from League of Legends. And I played jungle and support. I love support. I guess there's just not really any supports like the ones I used to play in League of Legends that were really aggressive. Most of them are fairly passive. Uther's okay. I mean, he's got pretty good kit, some good healing. Doesn't have a lot of damage though. I mean, he doesn't really have a lot of health to back it up. But, I digress. This game, well, we don't really have much of a warrior. We have Tyrael, and Tyrael is really good at doing damage, and not so much at taking damage. He's more of a threat tank. And as you'll see as the game goes on, that kind of doesn't pay off most of the time. Also, their team has a Nova. Our team has Kel'Thas. A lot of people say Kel'Thas is overpowered. I say, have you ever seen Nova? Because she can kill Kel'Thas. It's like, there are things in the game that allow you to deal with other things in the game. Like Kel'Thas, you pick stealth assassins like Nova and Zeratul, and you can normally remove them from the game because he doesn't have a health pool. It's pretty terrible. Now here, we also got a Murky, and I'm confused if people actually know how to play Murky. He's not an easy character by any stretch of the imagination, and he's changed so much in since the alpha. I don't think anyone really knows exactly what they're doing because he's such a different character in every different iteration. Either way, this is Battlefield of Eternity. Yeah, it's mostly focused around team fighting. Here we go in. Trade 1-for-1 with our tanks. Really, we're just trying to DPS down this Angel as fast as we can. We're above the enemy, so they're defending. And I'm just trying to... Oh, here we go. Yeah. Killing people with light is kind of nice. I like it. Here, I pick up the Boundless Conviction. I figured that... Well, I'm not very good at Uther, and I like being able to land that ability. I just feel like the more range, the better. You know, maybe I'm the dumbass here, but I think it's pretty okay. Maybe if you're like a really good player, you'd choose something else. Nova comes in and assassinates our Jim Raynor. He didn't stand a chance. And then, look away, please. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I can just recall here, I'll be fine. It was just an idiot move. That's all it was. I'm not going to deny that. Whether I died there or not, they were going to get the objective. Murky, however, pushed down a whole lot of stuff in that entire kerfuffle. Yeah, poor Jaina. Just out of position. Yeah, Murky put in a lot of work, and he's kept us in this game for now. And now we just gotta defend this. This thing don't have a lot of health. And they're deciding to power push bottom instead of coming with the Angel and pushing with it. Probably a better decision since they got the siege tank and all. They managed to push down way more than the Angel did. And just walked right in here. Um, at this time, I actually thought the entire team was following me, but as you can see on the mini-map, that's not true, and I should look at my mini-map more. So I'm like, our reinforcements are right on the way. Let's just go right in on this. I was wrong. Jim Raynor's passive gets popped. Murky dies, but he'll be back. He'll live another day. I'm just checking the stat screen real quick. Here, I didn't know what to choose. I was looking to see if they need anything cleansed, and then I didn't know if Holy Fire would have been better or Wave of Light. I ended up going with Wave of Light. I just don't think that I'm going to be able to stand in melee range of them enough to take advantage of Holy Fire. And that Wave of Light is just going to be all around better. And Cleanse, I mean, I could use it preemptively to stop Diablo from crowd controlling people, but is that worth it? No, it's not. Yeah, just coming and picking up these siege camps before the next immortal spawn. I really want these top mercs, but Uther, not the best himself. I need to coerce my team a little bit to get them to go up there. Luckily, Murky walks up there, and him and I can do this really well. Tyrael coming in for that extra support. We're a little late to the party, but we should be able to make up for it. They're kind of just fighting us, but as you can see, somebody's working on that. On the devil, the archdemon. This is not a devil. Here, I'm just desperately trying to keep everybody alive, but I mean, if you walk right into them, I don't know what happened with Jim Raynor. He just kind of like walked right up to Diablo, or Diablo walked up to him and slammed. I don't know. But I'm just trying to keep everybody alive, and people on my team are they're not being, like, poor, they're just being really aggressive. And here me, a little bit too aggressive, and I paid for it as well. I mean, there's nothing we can really do here. I was trying to heal Tyrael, but he was dead set on running away from me. I think this is part of the reason I don't really like supports in this game, at least, because people tend to run away from you when they're low on health. Like, I can understand it, I do it too, but it's annoying. Yeah. Here, Jaina just gets caught and destroyed. It's so nice. Here, I would say that we are at the much greater advantage. Our team is really looking to build for that late game with Murky and Kel'Thas. Uther's pretty good at late game too. Tyrael, not so much. He's okay. He does what he does. They're smiting down Tyrande. This game also had another issue. I ended up ulting myself to get away. This game had another issue that I normally would just not upload a video because of it. We had some disconnects going on this game, and thank you, Jim Raynor. Our Tyrael and their Tyrande kept disconnecting. Like, normally I wouldn't upload videos where there's disconnects happening and it's affecting the game, but one, it's on both sides, and two, well, the game is just kind of interesting to watch. Like, if you can learn anything from any game, it's probably going to be this one. Of things probably not to do, or to appreciate characters more. They don't start disconnecting until about halfway through. I'm not really sure when the Tyrande disconnects, but Tyrael ends up disconnecting like 3-4 times. And comes back every time. Here, I'm just kind of like asking Murky to come and help with the next objective because we're just getting bullied out by them. And he got a fort, which is good, but like the objective is going to really start mattering, and we need him to handle their siege tank and handle their Tyrande and other characters. Now Nova, she's been putting in a lot of work. She's kind of the reason, well, she's the damage of the team, so of course, she's a big reason why people are dying. Diablo's not doing too bad either. Now that those are dead, just running to pick up the camps. Not really in the hopes that they're gonna do much, but so the enemies don't take them. Probably not a great reason, but this is not a high-level ranked match. This is not a match where we have microphones. This is just a pickup game. So you just kind of work around it. Here, Murky just getting slammed. Yeah, not much special about that. Yeah, I don't know why Diablo ulted there. I don't know what he thought he was going to accomplish. But he ulted. And now they're just diving in on us. Again, I thought that we had help coming here. Like, we get Diablo. Murky dies. But I actually thought that Kel'Thas was like right around the corner and I was like looking for him. I kept looking for him to heal him. Anyway, they count now and I just popped a heal. So big focus on making sure Kel'Thas stays alive, and well, I do okay. I think I did okay. He's alive right now, at least. You know, that's something. I'm doing everything I can. Oh. Another annoying thing about playing Uther specifically is if you are with people that don't pay attention, when you put your ult on them, they tend to just run away. And there we revealed Nova, but we just go in on Jaina. And Nova gets away, and she's fully stacked by this point. She's been hunting Murky for the majority of this game, and Murky gives full stacks now to the gathering power. Here, poor Murky. Yeah. Here we're just kind of getting bullied around. I ult Tyrael because I was afraid something bad was going to happen to him. I don't think anything, in retrospect, I don't think anything would have, so it's kind of a waste of an ult. But I kind of just use the ult for safety's sake. Like, normally I like to pick it up to enable a sustained assassin, such as like the Butcher or Illidan or the like. Here we don't really have that, and I mostly just want to use it to keep people alive and help them walk out of a situation. I guess that's what it's really for anyway. Here Murky says the weirdest thing. We're level 15 on the precipice of becoming level 16, and he's saying that Murky is so good this early on. I mean, I don't know what he was waiting for. I play a lot of Murky, and I have no idea what he's talking about. I just want to ignore that. Another ability I'm fairly bad at using is the Shrink Ray. I ended up picking it up, and my thought was that I could Shrink Ray Nova, but Nova does like all of her damage without being seen, and it kind of just is a waste. Kel'Thas died. I don't know exactly from what. I think Nova played a part in it. I know Tyrande did. In here we're kind of had the good start early on. Now we're on the back foot and we're losing the objective all over again. You know, we just can't seem to lock down the objective. The objective hasn't done anything. I mean, it took like a tower so far. But us not having the objective is actually hurting us. Now here I've been pretty safe throughout most of the game. And I pick up Hardened Focus. I still don't agree with Hardened Focus being a good talent, but I pick it sometimes. And I don't know if it was a mistake this game or it wasn't, but I chose it. You know, I wanted those cooldowns. I thought it'd be nice. And there's Kel'Thas. Yeah, I kind of just didn't heal him, and then I got crowd controlled. A slow burn. Jim Raynor is down bottom. Like, I can understand why Murky would be down bottom, but I don't know what the fuck Jim Raynor was doing. Like, our team is just kind of not coordinating to the level that we need to. Like, Tyrael's going in when everyone's backing up, or everyone's going forward when Tyrael's low at health. It's just kind of like we're lacking that coordination that we need. Nova taking full advantage of Jim Raynor. I mean, he was just out alone, and he was asking for it, though. You know, just look at what he was wearing. He was ready to fight. Power armor. Whatever it's called that they wear. Yet again, we're just trying to pick up these Merc camps. And trying to keep Kel'Thas alive. I tried to ult him, but I missed it. And then I ult Tyrael, and he kind of... I wanted him to keep going, but he kind of did like this waver thing, and I ended up dying because I got out of position. Like, I wanted him to keep going, but he didn't. Or he decided at the end he didn't, and... Well, it was just a problem with quick match. It's not really a problem with it, just kind of, you know... It's just what quick match is. You don't know who you're going to be playing with. Coordination's not going to be what you need it to be or you want it to be all the time. And, well... Their team has been kind of... You know, mixed up. They've been kind of going off on their own and dying. Jaina specifically. It's just been like out of position and just getting picked off. And we haven't really been able to take advantage of that because they've been keeping us down pretty well. It's a really close game at this point. Like, they got a partial level on us. Maybe like half a level. Maybe like a quarter of a level. Something like that. But... You know, like, we could bring it back. You know, we just need to lock down one of these objectives. And Tyrael and I standing in the AoE of the Angel is not going to help us with that. Though I can make it seem like we didn't do that because I was healing. Here, just... Ult Tyrael. I don't... like, Murky was coming in, but I'm not sure why he ulted. Tiny Jim Raynor. You know, Murky's coming in. Oh, poor Tyrael. He is way out alone, but his passive will pick up another kill. And it's Nova, so she dropped all of her stacks. Now we're about to both become level 20 at about the same time. They're level 20 now, and we're like a few minions away from it, maybe one minion. Murky cleared that up for us real quick. Here, I just go for the redemption. In a pug match, it's pretty good. It's pretty good in Hero League too, where you just kind of come back. Yeah, you still get a death, but just being able to come back to the battlefield where you stand after your passive is done is really good. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I have to explain that anymore on why it's good. Here it looks like we're finally going to get an Immortal because most of their team is dead. And it's just me and Jim Raynor. I can never get out of that as fast as I want to. I'm just kind of hoping that I don't die here. And it's so close. Let's come over here. I don't even think that hit, but Jaina died. Tyrande coming in. And we did it. Our first Immortal of the game. Tyrael just ulting in on Tyrande. I make sure he can't die for a minute. Or for 3 seconds. And I'm out of mana, so I need a Hearthstone back and get some of that. But we should all group up top and push. They got 2 dead. We got an Immortal. They got 3 dead. We got an Immortal. 4 people. What could go wrong? I mean, it's like nothing could go wrong here. Nothing at all. Murky's going in. You know, pick up a sweet Diablo kill. You know, the light burns. Sergeant Hammer just doing a pretty good job at zoning us back. We still have the numbers advantage. We still have an immortal with full health. I mean, things are good, right? Yeah, Kalthos, he ain't looking too healthy, but I can fix that. Kalthos getting a little bit risky. I'm getting a little bit risky. I want that. I got that. It's ours. So now we just need to get out of dodge. We gotta keep. I mean, we got catapults pushing top now. Murky's been working on bottom. He's got that wall down, those turrets down. I mean, we're in a great position. This game's probably going to be almost over. Or so I thought. You know, we've hit that late game point, and Kalthos is doing a ton of damage. I'm doing a ton of healing. Tyrael's existing as a front line. That's really important. Jim Raynor, he's... I don't even know. I have not been paying attention to Jim Raynor this entire game. No matter how many times I watch this, I don't think I can pay attention to Jim Raynor. He's just like doing stuff, and I know that he's doing things and being successful. Yeah, I got tricked pretty hard. I get tricked a lot by this Nova. Like, I don't know if it's just that I'm bad or what. Kalthos running away from healing. That's scary. Tyrael runs, kind of does a weird thing with the ultimate that makes him invincible, of just kind of walking back and forth till the duration was up. I love that. Anyway, now the Immortals are spawning. And they got 3 down. We're just missing Kalthos. Looks pretty good though. I mean, they got 3 people down. I mean, we should just be able to pick this, you know, pick this Immortal up, push it down the bottom lane, take another keep at least, and then we'll get the catapults pushing. It sounds like a perfect plan. However, they're actually DPSing down the Angel faster, or they're DPSing down the Archdemon faster than us. We have the Angel. Murky did end up going for that super combo wombo Murky build where you just put everything into your pufferfish and that's just how you do damage. Tyrael decides that instead of killing the Angel, he should be the hero that they need and help Murky to keep the enemy off of our Archdemon. So now we're still down 1 person and Kalthos is coming back. But, you know, we're ahead on the Angel. I mean, it looks like we're going to get it. They're not coming over to contest us. You know, here's Nova. She just shoots Murky. I mean, who cares? He's just a little fish. Alright. Now all we got to do is group up. I mean, we got 1 down, but it should be fine because we got the Immortal. We just got to play safe. And in playing safe, we should be able to get a keep. Should. Here he comes, full of hatred and fury. Tyrael's going to be respawning soon. Murky's pushing down Tyrande, but she gets out with just a tiny bit of health. Diablo walking in, doing a ton of damage. I ult Kalthos to keep him alive. Nova eventually takes me down, but I will return, much like the fish. Just trying to walk around and heal everybody while my passive up. And now here, I come back, and I'm spamming Q because I forgot that I took Redemption, and I didn't realize I came back, and I couldn't understand why I wasn't healing people. Yeah. You know, I mean, I mentioned that I don't play Uther very often. Alright, so we're all grouped up now. You know, we didn't get the keep. You know, everybody survived though. Diablo died. So all we gotta do is just walk right in here and take this. This is ours. Yeah. Alright, now we got 2 keeps down. We have all of our keeps. We got catapults pushing both lanes. I mean, it looks like a clear victory from here. But things are never as clear as they seem. Murky off dying in the enemy base. Not 100% sure what he was trying to do. I think he was just trying to combo down Taronda. But try to get this camp. Tyrael really wants this camp. And you know, they don't want any part of that. He ults, he does everything. I'm trying to keep him alive the best I can. Kel'Thas is kind of out of the fight. Jim Raynor gets locked up in the multiple AoEs. Couldn't keep Tyrael alive. Kel'Thas stuck around too long. And now I'm just running for my life. The only solace I have is that little fish slowing down Diablo. And I just run back to the base. Yep. Get the healing well, and I'm on my way. Now it's just me and the fish against all of them. Oh, not all, but some. They got their Taronda down. They got their, I think it's Nova that died. Yeah. We're just DPSing this down as well as an Uther and a fish can. Yeah, we're doing okay. You know, as long as we don't die. And there, I was just kind of checking the stat screen and walked into Diablo. Don't check stat screens, they kill. Yeah, Murky didn't take the rejuvenating bubble, so it's up to me to keep him healthy. I end up stunning Hammer, but that kind of fucks up everything. Diablo died in the place of Sergeant Hammer. Murky ends up dying to some AoE. I ult Tyrael to keep him alive, and I'm running in trying to be in the middle of this to keep everyone alive that I can. Yeah, poor Kel'Thas is being chased down by a water elemental. He just got the smallest amount of health. Ends up blinking out of the way at the last second from that ultimate. I go down, but I will return. I just want to make sure Tyrael will not die. Just spamming that Q on him as hard as I can. And he's kind of used the health to walk away. It's probably the right decision. Now I'm back. I'm just kind of healed him just because I wanted to heal myself with it, and I might as well have healed him. Sue me. Tyrael's working on trying to DPS this down as much as possible. Even if we can't bring it down, we could give them a lesser shield, and that's something. We just barely out DPS'd it, so we're at a slight starting advantage, but we are down a person, and we're going in on Sergeant Hammer. But Diablo don't want any part of that. He's just running and pushing people around, being really rude. Murky dies, doesn't actually get the kill. It's unfortunate. Tyrael in the middle of everything now. He's a bot currently. And there he's back. Yeah. I managed to keep him alive at least. But he just kind of stood there and got tossed around because he was disconnecting. Yeah. They end up getting the objective. We just gotta defend it yet again. Yeah. At this point, it kind of feels like one objective can win it for us, but we just need to focus on locking that down. And here, we got the whole team DPSing it down, so it's not going to do too much. I mean, it destroyed a gate, and it's going to probably take down that tower. And right for the Moonwell, because he's a dick. But no keeps down. That's the important part. He did some rather significant damage, but didn't kill it. Tyrael's off being a bot again. And there he should be back soon, though. I don't think he actually ever dies as a bot, as a result of being a bot. I don't know. Something that you'd have to know from his end specifically. Anyway, now's the time. Merc camps. Just do the rinse and repeat. Yeah, I think that we should go top because I think that they're going to be going bottom to get that one. It's not necessarily the greatest idea. It turns out that there's at least some people top. Jaina gets caught up by Murky, and she just gets everything on her and dies. Unfortunately, Kel'Thas was taken down in the midst of all that. I'm just keeping everyone alive. I'm trying to run away with my life now. And there it goes. I get popped. I can't save anybody, so I just walk away. And I'm back, but Nova was right there to get me. Yep. At least I get to heal Murky once. That was sad. I could have lived if I healed myself immediately, but I missed it. And I feel bad about it. But what are you gonna do? Tyrael's back at least. That's some good news. You know, Murky without that rejuvenating bubble really can't deal with Nova as well as he should be able to. And they're just kind of part ways. No, Murky can kill Nova if he hits his combo. The problem is Nova will kill him if he doesn't hit his combo. Anyway, we all died at the very worst possible time, right as the objectives was spawning, so now they've already got it down past half health. I mean, we come in here to try to defend them, but they're gonna get this. Like, there's very little that we can do to stop them from taking it down. And they get a full shielded objective, full shielded immortal. Jaina ends up falling. I'm just trying to stick back here with Kel'Thas. He's the backbone of our damage, and I need to keep him alive. And it's just so hard to keep him and Tyrael alive. There, Sergeant Hammer just, blown right up, crowd controlled to death. Kel'Thas doing what a Kel'Thas do, and now we all got to turn and try to defend this from taking our keep. Though with a full shield, probably not going to happen. Their entire team's ace, so they can't push to win. Or, their entire team. 3 people in their team are dead. So they can't push to win or anything. And they get the keep. So they're closing that gap. Nova trying to come in and kill some people. I don't appreciate that. It's not going to do too much more. It's take it down. Took out our shields. Not really a big deal. And yeah, we're in this nobody can win state of things because we kind of spread out and then one team messes up and then they die. Like, we're dying at like the weirdest possible times because it's not causing us to lose, it's just causing us not to win on both sides. It's very frustrating. Yeah, I'm just trying my hardest to do anything I can to keep Kel'Thas and Tyrael alive. I've been ignoring Jim Raynor this entire game. Murky, he just does what he does. Kel'Thas is our damage, and Tyrael's our front line, and it's my job to make sure they don't die. At least Kel'Thas. Kel'Thas is a lot harder because Nova has been hunting him. Tyrande is now a bot, and that explains why that happened. That player is not that bad. That was a bot. Remember to ping your bots. If you don't ping a bot, they just go and push shit. and then they die, because they're dumb. If you ping them, they follow you, and they're less dumb. Over here, we're just trying to take this camp. Murky goes down from Nova. I take a lot of damage, and I just want to get out of here. Ult myself. I just really didn't want to die. If you noticed, I have not really been using my shrink rate. Like, there hasn't... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's really been much of a moment to use it effectively. I've tried to use it to slow down siege tank and such. But overall, it hasn't had very much use for our team. And I think it was a poor pick. Jaina goes down. Here we're just DPSing this down. I mean, we got the numbers again. Their Tyrande is currently a bot. I mean, we should just be able to walk in here and take this. Unfortunately, we're all separated yet again. Tyrael's charging in. There's no damage to back him up. I tried my best to heal him. And, you know, we just get picked off one by one. I mean, Murky goes down, but yet again, he'll be back. He's always back. Alright, now we're just trying to regroup ourselves a little bit to take this out. Kael'thas making his way from the base. Good to recall for some health and mana. And just trying to DPS this down. They're really cutting into the health reserves of our demon, but we should be able to lock this up, especially with Kael'thas here now. And now yet again, we got the objective, but we're down a person. However, we should just be able to ride this one to victory, because it's really strong and stuff. Alright. Here I'm sticking really close to Kael'thas because I just want to make sure Nova doesn't have a shot. Yeah, Jim Raynor, I healed him just in time. And it was enough, but we couldn't collapse on Nova. You know, we're all just kind of wandering around trying to look for Nova, and in the meantime, they just utterly destroy our Immortal, and it does nothing. I mean, that was disgusting. Here, I just get comboed by everything in the world. I was trying to ult myself, but I was a little bit distracted by being ulted. Here, I'm just chasing Kael'thas down to try to keep him alive. Here, I believe Tyrael starts disconnecting again. By the way, Tyrande's back. You know, poor Kael'thas being thrown around like a ragdoll, but he blinks right out of there. Yeah. Now that Tyrande's back, she's actually doing smart things again. And Murky dies somewhere. Kael'thas, I believe, got assassinated by Nova again, because that's what Nova do. And now, here, Tyrande moves in, and that was not a smart decision on her behalf. I get tossed around by Diablo and end up dying without the ability to come right back, but I just healed the shit out of Tyrael until he jukes me. Yeah, so I actually had a real death timer. As you can see, by the damage that Tyrael's taken, the amount of healing I've done, how long this game is, and how much we've been trying. Each team has just been like pushing their faces into each other, no avail. Tyrael goes down, Diablo goes down. He didn't have his passive, so he didn't lose any stacks or anything. Yeah, but at least he's not back, and we're not horribly outnumbered. We're actually outnumbering them. Murky doing the wombo combo on the siege tank, showing how strong that is. I mean, that siege tank didn't have a chance. It's just not a fair ability. Now here, we got 3 members of the enemy team down. One of them's coming right back. Jaina's almost back in it. We have siege tank and Diablo down. So this is right for the picking. We just need to walk in and DPS it down as hard as possible. I'm about to get back on the scene. There I am on the pig. My battle board. Topping off Jim Raynor. Alright, but we just gotta bring it down. We need to end this game right here, right now. And how we're gonna do that is we're gonna take this down. Tyrande gets in, well, a bad position and then runs in a weird pattern. And that gives us the advantage because we've taken out their Tyrande completely. And now it's a 4v5. Murky died, but he'll be back. His egg is all the way at the base. I don't really blame him too much. Kel'Thas almost gets completely bursted down. Blinks out just to eat a Nova ult to the face. Tyrael disconnects yet again. He's having connection problems today. But he comes right back. Yeah. Just trying to keep him alive. Like, alive enough so they're not going to die from some offhand attack. Come back for the Moonwell. And now, without Kel'Thas, we've lost a lot of our damage, and we're just kind of, even though we have numbers advantage right now, we're kind of on the back foot. Murky going down, picking up that siege camp that's really going to help put pressure on the map, but we just got to take this down. They're forced to go back to defend against catapults. It's just so close to dying. I just want to kill it so bad. Jaina comes in. I'd rather just eat her abilities than let this live for any longer than it has to. Now we got one with a real good shield, and all we gotta do is push with it to win. And as you can tell by the time, this is gonna be the one. This is the time. This is our time. Everybody's alive on our team. Everybody's grouping up, is at full health, full mana, for the most part. Now all we gotta do is push in and win. It's right there. Diablo ults. Nova goes and picks off Kel'Thas. I die. But I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm not gonna let death take me down. I'm just gonna walk right up there. This is mine. This is my victory. I'm gonna earn it. With Murky and the Immortal. I just want it so bad. I ult myself. Try to take down this mule from doing anything. It probably would have went down anyway, even if I didn't even attack the core, just if I was around there. There we go. For that long game, we got 3 legendary weapons out of it. It was a pretty good deal. There you go. The longest Heroes of the Storm game I've ever played. Yeah. And there you can see my glorious level 6. 195,000 healing. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Till next time.